Semiotics is a science of flags, signals, and other communications. It studies the very human act of judging something or someone based on the limited information as we seek the message behind the signal, all in a quest for belonging and social standing. And today, we're going to look at the semiotics of the face mask. But what is face mask? Face mask is a covering for the mouth and nose that is worn especially to reduce the spread of infectious agents such as viruses or bacteria. Face masks could be defined in various ways, but face masks also make a statement. 10 years ago, if you wore a face mask at work, you were either a surgeon, a carpenter, or a bank robber. As they began to spread, mainly in parts of Asia, the mask was interpreted by some non-mask wearer as either a generous act or something slightly being paranoid. As of today, face masks have in many ways become the dominant symbol for the COVID-19 pandemic. The birth and evolution of a public health artifact. Medical mask wearing has a long history. In 17th century, doctors wore beaked masks or the plague mask during the bubonic plague. At the time, disease was believed to spread through miasmas, bad smells that wafted through the air. The beak was stuffed with herbs, spices, and dried flowers to ward off the odors believed to spread the plague. In 1920s, the surgical mask was used first in the operating rooms of Germany and United States of America. Especially in the endoscopic procedures or small surgery, the mask was renounced for a long time. There, doctors adopted them to protect patients from infections. The use of face masks in these sterile medical environments created deep-rooted memory structures that make us think of masks as life-saving, emergency room protective equipment. When a mask is present, life is on the line. The public use of face masks, however, has its origin in Asia, first adopted around 1910 during the Great Manchurian Plague and then gaining worldwide adoption during the 1918 flu epidemic. During these public health emergencies, authorities have mandated and enforced their usage, often without much explanation of their scientific benefits, which in turn has enforced the ideas of masks being unwanted and undesirable signals of danger and disease. Recently, last December 31, 2019, the World Health Organization was informed of cases of pneumonia of unknown cause in Wuhan City, China. A novel coronavirus was identified as the cause by Chinese authorities on January 7, 2020 and was temporarily named 2019 nCoV. On 11 March 2020, the rapid increase in the numbers of cases outside China led World Health Organization to announce that the outbreak could be characterized as a pandemic. The social discourse was rife with stories about worldwide hoarding of sanitizers and personal hygiene products, and face masks were represented as battle-ready shields that defend wearers from outside dangers. The mask also connotates isolation, distrust, and avoidance. For many, the message was stay away. Face masks could also be a symbol of people's resiliency or stupidity. Many people online have been sharing their creativity through the makeshift face mask in order to avoid the virus. But this supermarket shopper in Florida, USA, was spotted offering to wear underwear on her head as a makeshift coronavirus face mask. And a lot of people did it too. While in Los Angeles, a performance artist wear a bikini made out of surgical face mask and stand outside of a store protesting the city's COVID-19 lockdown policies, and she kinda seems proud about it. In an article from National Post, the writer stated that those who reject mask wearing are motivated by the affective feeling of toughness derived from the kinds of associations Trump and others forge. Some people dubbed refusing to wear a face mask and protect the rights of other people by not wearing one is a sign of strength. While people believe that face mask is a powerful symbol of oppression, many people argue that the mandatory face mask eradicates the idea of being free and being democratic, that the new normal is an aberration, a slippery slope towards a global totalitarian regime. While in Facebook, the online platform exploded about the oppression of the face mask, a thief of liberty, a deep violation of civil rights that a couple of rubber bands and a few layers of filter paper apparently bring. For diverse races, face masks had led into a symbol for discrimination. As the coronavirus spreads, black men face two concerns: the virus and those who see their covered faces as threatening. Two masked young black men shopping in a Walmart in Wood River, Illinois, was kicked out by a police whose hand on his weapon, ushering them out of the store after telling them their masks were illegal.
I'm railing against it, but I wear it like my skin.
While racist harassment of Asian people has become a commonplace in the United States and the UK since the outbreak, the website Stop AAPI Hate received over 650 reports of racial discrimination against Asian within its first 8 days. Some of this harassment has entailed physical violence. An Asian family was stabbed while grocery shopping in what police allegedly to be a corona-related hate crime. An Asian woman wearing a face mask was punched and kicked on the New York subway.
Yo! Don't fucking touch me! Don't fucking touch me!
And the list goes on. An online poll was conducted by the Respiratory from Canton Rep. The poll asked people, is a face mask a symbol of freedom or oppression? 8% of the respondents answered freedom, while 67% answered oppression, and the remaining 23% answer is not a symbol at all, and 2% choose other reason. In this time of pandemic, we should ask ourselves, is face mask a symbol of freedom or oppression? The choice is yours. Today, face mask offers a variety of competing connotations and messages. Each one of these meanings is more of a product of the context than the cloth itself. Yet the design of our mask reveals a great deal about its wearer's cultural environment and attitude. Face masks have very little to do with science or health, and much more to do with our feelings and attitudes towards each other.
Where is my mother? I've tried it so